Hi, I'm Anita Adams. I am with First Weekend Club here at the Whistler Film Festival with Sean Garrity, who has another film in festival in competition for the Borealis Awards, and it is After the Ball. Please tell us about After the Ball, Sean.
After the Ball is kind of a gender-bending comedy. It's a teenage girl comedy. Like, it's not like with teenage girls, but it's for teenage girls.
Okay.
And as such, it's the first time I have ever sort of forayed into that area of filmmaking.
New territory for you?
Absolutely new territory for me. And let me tell you, what one of the things that made me interested in doing it is, have you ever seen Nightmare Before Christmas? This Tim Burton.
Yes, I have.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm watching this with my little girl, who's now 7, 5 at the time, and she is taken by this character of Sally, this kind of mopey character who follows the lead around. And I ask her, why? There's all these really interesting active characters in this movie. Why are you imitating Sally? And we quickly realize she's the only female in the movie.
Okay,
right?
yes. Okay.
That has a name. And suddenly I start thinking a lot about the female characters in my movies and what motivates them and what they get in the end of the story. And as I'm thinking this through, Don Carmody called me up with this script and said, would you be interested in doing this movie?
Don Carmody called you and said, I got a script and he wanted to work with you on this script.
Yeah. I think I picked up the phone and he was like, hey, Michael Dowse? And I said, yeah. Wow, what's up, man? And when he pitched the film, then it was too late. No, but he actually...
He's like the biggest producer in Canada.
Yes.
That says something about you. That says a lot about you.
It says a lot about the unavailability of a whole bunch of other directors,
No.
I think. But no. So he was like, and I read it and I saw, it wasn't really in the shape, obviously, that it's in now, the script, but I saw the possibility of working with a character that ultimately is a character I thought I would love my daughter to go to the theater and watch.
Right.
And instead of emulating mopey Sally, who at the end of the film hopes to be finally good enough to be somebody's bride, a character who's like driven and ambitious and smart and uses her many talents to get what she's after. And like, I kind of thought that's the kind of character I'd like my daughter to go watch. So that's, yeah.
Well, that's really cool. It's and has your daughter seen the film yet?
When I edit the director's cut, which is always the first thing that I do after I shoot, I'm cutting about 5 minutes a day in my home.
Yeah.
And I usually just show, because usually the kind of films I do, I just show them to my wife.
Yeah.
My daughter's like, what are you cutting? I'm like, it's called My Awkward Sexual Adventure, close the door. But when we did After the Ball, of course, my daughter could watch 5 minutes a day. And it was really very rewarding to show her 5 minutes. After every day, I show her 5 minutes, and she had the same response every day, which was, that's all you did today? That's it? And right, so
How incredibly humbling.
but very rewarding. So I'm like, wow. For the target demographic of the movie, which is I think 9 to 17, kind of.
Yeah.
It was working really well. My daughter was really digging it. We showed it to a bunch of teenage girls, my babysitter actually, and a bunch of her friends.
Oh, cool.
When we were sort of testing it in Toronto, and we're very pleased with the way it's playing with its target demo.
Very cool. So does your daughter get any kind of credits on the film?
No, I did a film, my third film, Zoe and Adam, that she was in.
Oh, yeah.
And she keeps saying, can I be in your movie? I'd like to be an actor. And I'm like, no, you don't want to be an actor, and you're not going to be in any of my movies.
So you're trying to discourage her from acting?
Yes, she should be a banker or something that actually makes money.
It is a challenging career, isn't it? But you've had so much success with your career. You're doing such great work, and how many films have you made now?
I guess feature films. The one that I'm editing right now, Borealis, will be my 7th.
Wow. Hey, can we talk a little bit about Borealis? Because when we sat down here a moment ago, you were just buzzing and excited about that.
Yeah, sure. Borealis is a film that Jonas Chernick and I are making.
You guys are partners in crime.
Yes, we are partners in crime. And so I wrote a story that I thought was great and would be a great film to make one day. And so did Jonas, and he kept bugging me to be able to write it, and I was busy with other projects and couldn't get to it, and eventually he's so annoying, that guy. Eventually I was like, yes, just stop bugging me, go write it. And so he did, and it received a lot of support very quickly, and so we were able to shoot it in the fall. It's a road trip movie, starts in Winnipeg, goes up to Churchill, Manitoba on the Hudson's Bay. In a nutshell, it's the story of a father whose daughter is losing her sight. And that the speed of that accelerates at the very beginning of the film. That's kind of the initiating incident. And he decides to drive her up to the shores of the Hudson's Bay to see the Northern Lights because it's the most beautiful thing he's ever seen in the world. Right. He wants her to see it before she goes blind.
And who's your lead actress?
The lead actress is Joey King, playing the daughter. Jonas, of course, is playing the dad. Jonas, older than you've ever seen him.
Oh, really? It's kind of hard to imagine him being that old.
Yeah.
But okay.
No, we really worked hard to make him, believable as the dad of a teenager. And Kevin Pollak has a big role in it, and we got just a lot of great Canadian actors in it as well. Clay Bennett and Greg Brick, and it's an exciting cast.
Wow. Well, it's really exciting to watch the progression of your career. Like, I've known you for a number of years now, and just seeing every film I see of yours, I'm like, yes, you got some great stuff here. I'm really looking forward to seeing your film here at this. Well, I missed the opportunity, so we're gonna have to figure something out so I can get a copy of it soon.
First weekend, if you're interested in those things.
Do you know when it's going to be opening, or should we even...
Yes.
You know for a fact it's not going to change.
Oh, well, that I have no power over, of course.
Okay. What do we think? When?
February 27th is the date that Pacific Northwest, the distributor, is saying.
Okay. February 27th. Well, we, First Weekend Club, are really excited about checking out your film. I'm sure it's going to be a brilliant piece of work. Is that a good way of saying it? A brilliant piece of work?
A real piece of work.
A real piece of work.
Maybe that's me.
All right, well, we'll check it out. And stay tuned, firstweekendclub.ca for all the details about the film's release. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.